my name is Rebecca Powers with SLCT, and here's what's happening in Sterling and Lancaster. The Lancaster Senior Center will be hosting Cooking with Laura, a free cooking lesson and tasting on June 19th at 10 a.m. in the Senior Center. Come learn simple, healthy recipes for you and your family. The Lancaster Senior Center is also hosting a card making workshop on June 23rd at 10 a.m. Learn how to make professional looking birthday or special occasion cards. Registration is required by calling 978-733-4076. The Friends of the Sterling Seniors will be hosting their monthly pancake breakfast on June 26th from 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Funds help support senior center activities. And now for more on what's happening in Sterling, here is Connor from the Sterling Recreation Team.
Thanks, Rebecca. Sterling Recreation has some great summer fun coming up. Join us for a week of adventure with Super Safari Adventure for children entering grades 3 through 8. Participants will travel to Kimball's Farms, Sky Zone, Canopy Lake Park, and Water Country from June 23rd to June 26th. Summer Lake Program, a summer institution in Sterling, opens up its first session on June 29th. Each session lasts 10 days, and participants will be able to play games, do arts and crafts, and swim until their hearts are content. Sterling Sports Adventure is a program for sports fanatics. The program has 2 sessions that run from June 30th to July 3rd and from July 7th to July 10th for children entering grades 1 through 8. Participants will spend 4 days playing basketball, floor hockey, riding bikes, and playing adventure games. We also offer many programs for people with other interests. Our programs range from arts and crafts, cooking, and science programs to Legos, multi-sport programs, and a variety of fitness classes. You can visit our website or stop in at the recreation office for more details. Don't forget that you are now able to register for all Sterling Recreation programs on our website as well. We kick off our free summer concert series on July 1st with the Blue Flames, a Sterling-based band that plays music ranging from classic to rock. Concerts are held on Mondays and Wednesdays in July and August from 6 to 8 p.m. at Memorial Park. Please come and support our aspiring artists. And remember, Sterling residents, you must have a resident pass affixed to your vehicle before parking at the town beach. Back to you in the studio, Rebecca.
Thanks, Connor. The town of Sterling is seeking eager volunteers to help fill open spots on boards and committees in town. For a list of open positions and how to apply, visit the Sterling website, www.sterling-ma.gov. Digital magazines and newspapers are now available at the Conant Public Library. This new collection includes popular material such as The New Yorker, Reader's Digest, Cosmopolitan, and many more. For more information, contact the library at 978-422-6409. There will be a tide pool open house at the Thayer Memorial Library, June 24th at 3 p.m. Visitors will get up close to live sea stars, hermit crabs, snails, and much more. For more information, contact Susan Conroy at 978-368-8928 extension 5 or sconroy@cwmars.org.
I'm Lex Thomas, editor of Sterling Meeting House News, and I'm pleased to be here today with Danielle Matte. She is the Assistant Director of the Conant Public Library. Now, the Conant Public Library, as part of its commitment to make its patrons lifetime learners and lifetime readers, has come up with a lot of different programs that I know Danielle will talk about and also point you towards the website. However, at this point, I'd really like to discuss with you, Danielle, the programs for the summer. So first of all, welcome to the segment. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
And with summer coming up, summer reading, and you know, I remember this when I was a kid, that we always had things to read during the summer. Do schools even do that anymore? How does that work?
Yes, most local schools do provide summer reading lists. We try to acquire all of the school lists in Central Mass. They also help us with Reader's Advisory when people don't have summer reading lists and they're coming in looking for suggestions. Yeah. But really, the goal of the summer reading program is to avoid the summer slide, which would be when children are reading less over the summer due to a lack of assigned reading. And we want to work on building their vocabularies, either maintaining the reading, the literacy skills they've acquired, or even improving by setting up individual reading goals. The participants usually set a goal for the amount of time they want to spend reading each day, whether they read to themselves or to somebody else or listen to a book on CD. And they can read whatever they want. If it's a shampoo bottle, it counts as reading. But an average goal would be to read about a half hour a day, and for a 6-week program, that's 21 hours over the summer.
You know, I love the flexibility of it, because you also mentioned the audiobooks and whatnot, because I know that actually the way that a lot of people get in the car and turn on music, for me, it's a book on tape, and this is also how I work. When I'm writing, I need to have that spoken word somehow behind me. So I think it's wonderful that you're getting all of these different media and modalities involved.
We certainly encourage audiobooks. I find it very helpful with comprehension. And in addition, say your child is assigned to read 1 out of 3 books over the summer, I suggest having them read one if they're reluctant, and then maybe at least do the other 2 in audio. It seems like an extra bonus for the children, and they will have been exposed to all of the titles recommended. So.
I think the other thing that I like about audiobooks, just coming back to that for a moment, is, for instance, we listen to them also when we're traveling in the car, so everybody's listening. It's, you know, the family as a whole, we're all listening to the same thing.
Every year towards the end of the summer, there's parents who mention that they will listen to a book on CD on their way to the beach, and great family conversation that maybe wouldn't have taken place otherwise comes out of that. So it's definitely a positive.
Now, when does this program start? Give me something about the parameters, the details, and how do people get involved?
Okay. June 21st is the first day that you can go online to our website, sterlinglibrary.org, and you can create your account. The Massachusetts Board of Library Commissioners supplies us with access to an online database where children, birth through high school, really, the parents can sign up, the younger children, can set up individual private accounts where they set goals for the amount of time they want to spend reading, as I said, and they track their progress. For every 2 hours they spend reading, they come in once a week. They will get raffle tickets towards prizes, and they're raffled off at the end of the summer. And there's a great deal of community support. Families donate prizes. Davis's Farmland has always provided us with family day passes to raffle off. Roll On America has always given us bookmarks to distribute. So we have fun incentives all summer.
That's fantastic. Now, what has the take-up been in past years? Now, first of all, how many years have you been doing this?
I started in 2001 organizing the summer reading program,
Okay.
and we originally started out with about 245 participants that year, and there have honestly been years where we were up to about over 400. This past year, we were just under 300. I'd like to see an increase in that again, but I will say those 300 children in a 6-week period read over 5,000 hours.
But that's fantastic.
It is.
That's
It's
number of
successful.
kids.
And really, the backbone of the program all throughout my experience has been the Friends of the Conant Public Library. They have always donated raffle prizes, as well as provided ice cream and programs, having performers come in. And last year, they were completely supportive of a new incentive, which was, at the end of the summer, every participant received a hard copy book to keep that commemorated their participation in the summer reading program. And in turn, it turned into a bit of a town-wide book club because everyone was reading the same titles. So really, the Friends make it happen every year. And the community itself is very committed to literacy and its library. So we all benefit from this program.
Well, I know that here in Sterling, we certainly see Conant Public Library as a tremendous resource. and a wonderful facility. I'd like you to tell our viewers once again how they can get involved, how they can connect, and of course your listings are regularly in Sterling Meeting House News. We have a dedicated section to library events. How else can people find out?
You can come in and register and ask whatever questions you might have. The last week of June will be the beginning of the actual program where you're tracking your time. You can go to our website, sterlinglibrary.org, and through the main page there'll be a link to the summer reading program, and they can create their accounts, or you can come in and register right here.
That's fine. Yeah. And so the website
so you go to sterlinglibrary.org,
yes.
You register there or in person, and we will give you your paperwork so you can start coloring in circles for every half hour you spend reading.
Fantastic.
And during the summer we will have story hour, as always, art programs, book clubs, and lots of family movie nights.
Fantastic. This is just such a fantastic resource. Thank you, Danielle, for speaking with us. And I encourage all of you to go onto the library website and register for this fantastic program.
The 5th annual Lancaster Nashua River Festival will be held June 20th at the Kalin Farm Field on Route 117 from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. There will be bird spotting, hot air balloon rides, and canoe trips. The Conant Public Library will be hosting a special visitor June 24th at 10:30 a.m. Toto, the tornado kitten, will be available with his owner to answer questions and discuss the children's book written about him. Space is limited. Call 978-422-6409 to register.
I'm here with Vern Gaw, who's retiring after many years on the 1835 Town Hall Committee. Vern is going to take us on a tour of the building and show us some of the things of which he's most proud over the past 12 years. Vern, I know that you were a member of the committee even before it was a committee, and for the past 12 years you have been chair of the committee. Very long career with this. Tell me something about what we're looking at here, some of the things that you're proudest of.
Well, this particular room we've done over to be a meeting room for maybe 12 or 15 people. This table was given by Edwin Conant back in about 1895 and was removed from the library and didn't have a home, so we made a home for it and fixed it up and put it back together. This is a nice, comfortable meeting room space. You'll notice some beautiful old photos which Bob Jones made up from some very old glass plate negatives. So it makes it a warm and comfy space.
Absolutely, a gorgeous table. Looks like you've got space here to make lots of good board decisions. We're now in the front hall, and Vern, tell us something about this.
Well, we spent a lot of time cleaning and painting this up. The Sheriff's Department pre-release people have put a coat of paint on this 2 different times, and it gets a lot of use. We have the Recreation Department over here, the Veterans Department is over here. More beautiful old pictures if anybody wants to come in and look at them along the walls here of back in the day in the turn of the century.
Very welcoming space, because of course this is what people see when they just first walk into the building. Fantastic. Now this is a fantastic spot that looks just perfect for all kinds of events. What happens here, and what can you tell us about this, Vern?
Well, we have all kinds of things that happen here. We have yoga classes here. We have a lot of meetings here. Some of the selectmen's and candidates' nights have been held here. This room will hold up to about 50 people. And these columns that you see are kind of a signature piece of Springer's design. John Springer was the fellow who designed and built the building. And I visited another building that has the same columns holding up the 2nd floor, so there's no risk of that falling down. These have beautiful tops on them, Doric tops that are hidden right now by the suspended ceiling. We've managed to get some new types of air conditioners in here that are doing a very good job. You can feel it's nice and cool. And just, for anybody that needs to have a meeting, a little bigger meeting.
Sure. Now, is this also available for events? I mean, for,
sure,
say, a wedding or a shower, anything like that?
Absolutely.
Is it event?
Yeah.
I know that I've been to sales here, like craft sales and things like that as well. So, fantastic
It's
spot.
wide open. It
Yeah.
is a community center, so anybody in the community can make reservations through the Recreation Department. They kind of handle all of the arrangements in terms of time. And We put down new carpets. This too has been painted a couple of times. And, I can't, you know, it's hard to remember all the different things we've had to do. There used to be holes in the floor and missing carpets and plywood sticking up and things like that.
Fantastic.
It's a very comfy space. It's a pretty nice design.
Absolutely.
You just come here and you feel at home.
Very warm and welcoming. Shall we head upstairs? We're up now on the second floor of the 1835 Town Hall, and this is an amazing space. Vern, tell me about this.
Well, this is a spot that used to be the center of all the town activities. I can remember basketball games up here. We used to have dancing classes up here when we were kids, and all kinds of visitors. Back in the day, it used to be there wasn't too much going on Friday nights and Saturday nights, so a lot of times we'd have a speaker come in. Everybody in town would come here. I can remember listening to one of Amundsen's explorers, the South Pole explorer.
Really?
He gave us a show about their exploration of the South Pole. Just fantastic. Yeah. There used to be a balcony, and there still is up here, but it's not in use. One of our puzzles with this space is that we have no handicapped access. The building hasn't changed, but the law has. And that's one of the things we'd love to see someday. Now, I'm no longer leading the efforts, but I hope the selectmen will double up on it and see if they can take care of some of these issues.
Sure. So that's going to be one of the challenges for the upcoming boards.
Very much.
What was involved with getting this? Because it really looks quite pristine. I'm sure that when you started on this project, on this building, it didn't start out this way. What was involved in getting it to this point?
Well, there were two offices that were framed in here on a kind of a temporary basis using a whole bunch of doors. And we took the offices down for a while. The theater group had their stuff stored up here. We finally got that all out of here. We got the floor scrubbed and waxed. And there are a lot of people that use this, but they have to be able to get up the stairs safely. So if someone is in a wheelchair or crutches or something, it's a very doubtful place to use. We had, again, the pre-release people from the Sheriff's Department come in and they painted it for us, which made a big difference. It used to be a rather dubious green color. So it looks pretty decent now. There is a stage there that is not able to be used, but we do have for kids. We have a lot of things up here. We have Zumba for people who are able to jump up the stairs easily. Mm-hmm. And a lot of other things. We've had some family parties up here. This looks beautiful when it's got round tables set up and there, a little band or something up there. So there's been several different birthday parties and anniversary parties up here. Great place for it.
So after all of these years, you're retiring from this now. What are the plans for future?
Oh, well, I have to keep some promises to my wife. And we have a couple of properties on Cape Cod that I need to do some work on. I'm also involved in the Grange building, and we're hoping this year to get that painted up and get that spruced up a bit. So that is a puzzle that's probably, 12 or 15 years behind this one in terms of getting solved. But the Grange is picking up members and working hard on getting that building in shape. It's smaller than this, but it's very similar. It has a nice auditorium upstairs, and it has a downstairs meeting area.
Fantastic. Well, Vern, congratulations on everything you've achieved here. All the best as you move forward, and very good speaking with you.
It's been fun.
The Robert F. Kennedy Children's Action Corps School in Lancaster will be hosting a ribbon cutting and open house to celebrate their new challenge course, The Fly Zone, Saturday, June 27th from 1:30 to 4 p.m. at 220 Old Common Road. There will be dunk tanks, water slides, face painting, and more. Please RSVP no later than June 22nd by calling Ellen Novia at 978-365-2803. The Lancaster Town Forest Committee is seeking individuals to help manage and promote Blood Forest. Responsibilities will include planning events, mapping and expanding trail network, overseeing harvests, and working to keep the land protected. If you are interested or have questions, contact Tim Kastner, thkastner@comcast.net. The Thayer Memorial Library will be hosting a miniature fairy garden workshop on June 27th at 10:30 a.m. Expert Joni Allard will guide you in creating your very own container garden. Register by calling the library at 978-368-8928. The Lancaster Annual Strawberry Festival will be held June 28th from 4 to 7 p.m. on the town green. Come enjoy homemade food and fun. The Friends of the Thayer Memorial Library will be holding their annual children's book sale June 24th from 3 to 7 p.m. at the library. Proceeds from the book sale help fund library programs, museum passes, and much more. I'm Rebecca Powers, and that's what's happening. If you have a local event you'd like to see on this program, contact SLCT. SLCT is looking for more volunteers to help with filming and editing. If you know someone interested, have them contact us at 978-733-1139 or email slc.tv810@gmail.com. We'd like to remind you to find us on Facebook and YouTube.